Hello everyone. I hope you are doing good and safe at your homes. So Tech Info is there back with again another practical video. So in this video, we will cover very important aspect of technology called auto scaling group, and it's quite important in terms of industry use cases. So we will cover that in this video. So just a background, what we did before in my previous videos. So Tech-Info has launched a cloud AWS cloud course, and all these technical videos and practical videos are part of the course. So I'm just uploading the content to share the knowledge. So in this, what we covered before, I'll just go through that very quickly. So in this, we have AWS has launched a AWS cloud course, and these are the details and different modules and different levels and all the customer use cases that will be covered in the course. So this is just an overview what is being covered in AWS cloud course that is launched by Tech-Info. So moving forward, I have created some videos before covering different layers of network, compute, and storage, and database. So as a part of this video, I'll just go through these what I did before in the previous videos. In case you missed that, you can watch those videos. So in this previous video, I covered a use case where a new customer comes on board and what different layers are being created for it. So in this, in the use case one, I covered network layer in which I created a VPC internet gateway attaching to VPC, subnets, routing tables, and firewalls. So here is the high-level diagram of the connection diagram of the network practical that is covered, routing tables, and virtual firewalls. So this is the network layer and different components what are being added when a new customer comes on board. You can add more subnets as well, but as per the requirement, you can add that as well. So moving to next use case two, in this we have covered allocation of elastic IP address, how we can allocate elastic IP address to different instances, and then creation of Windows Server and adding web server role and publishing it over the internet. Similarly, creating a Linux instance, install web server, and publish the web page over the internet. So that was covered in use case two. So creation and allocation of elastic IP address, Windows instance, and then publishing the web page over internet, and then Linux instance, creating a Linux instance, connecting it, and then install web server and publishing the web page over the internet. So here is the high-level diagram of what we did in the practical. So we created subnets and installed machines in that and allocated elastic IP. So this is the compute layer that added as a part of practical demonstration. So in the next diagram, we will cover NAT gateway. NAT gateway is covered in the practical. So in this, we will demonstrate how a NAT gateway can be used for secure internet access, one-way internet access for private subnet instances, like they want to download important updates of security patches. So that can be enabled through NAT gateway. So here is the high-level diagram of NAT gateway, how it is placed, and from where it is connected to from private subnet. So we have installed Windows instance and private subnet and connected it, accessing the internet through NAT gateway. So this is one way only. We cannot access back from internet. We cannot access this instance. So that's one way only. That internet is accessed from Windows instance only, not from network. So this is again another where network layer and compute layer is added into the scenario. So moving forward, then we came to know that if we are having different web servers, how we can share the load and using load balancer. So in the next previous videos, I have also covered how a load balancer can be installed and how a web server can be published over the internet using load balancer, and also we check by stopping one instance how traffic can be diverted to another instance. So this is the high level diagram where network load balancer is placed, and we have two instances in the public subnet. So now in this video, we will cover AWS auto scaling group practical. This is very important, and it has quite important use cases in the industry. So auto scaling group contains a collection of Amazon EC2 instances that are treated as a logical grouping and for purpose of automating scaling and management. So how it is done? It's done using health check and replacement and using scaling policies, and that is used in the auto scaling group. So the core functionality of ASE is maintaining the number of instances in that particular group. Like if we have, if we desire, like we want 10 machines, so auto scaling group will maintain that those number of machines, and automating scaling as per the requirement of the traffic or usage. There is automatic scale up and scale down. So the size of auto scaling group depends on the number of instances that you set as per your desired capacity while configuring ASG, and that can be just adjusted to meet the diagram demand, and that is also done either manually and by using automatic scaling policies. So why is the need of this auto scaling group? So like there are different challenges that lead the arise need for auto scaling group. Like instances may get corrupted during the operations, or instances are not able to accept the traffic from load balancer. CPU usage goes very high and we need to add more machines. And or during weekends or during the night, CPU usage goes very down, and so the machines are underutilized during that time. Or traffic increases instantly and we are not able to meet the demands, or traffic may get decreased during nights and weekends, and then resource wastage is there. And the another challenge is that all these tasks were done manually, like addition and deletion of machines as per the requirement. So with the usage of auto scaling group, we got solution for all these problems. Like if instance some gets corrupted, so this auto scaling group automatically checks the health of the machines, and that machine is terminated and automatically new machine is added into this auto scaling group. Or instance is not able to accept the traffic, then automatically another healthy machine is added. Or like then we have a lot of traffic on the auto scaling group, and the average CPU of the machines goes high very instantly. So to meet the demand, we have set auto scaling group to meet the demand. It automatically adds the machines to handle the high traffic. And maybe after some time, CPU usage goes very low, and then we need to shut down some machines. So because when the usage goes low, then some machines are underutilized. So automatically machines gets removed and the average CPU utilization of ASG come down. Or like the problems are there, like traffic increases instantly and then traffic decreases. So automatically the auto scaling group adjusts the number of machines. In case there is no wastage of resources, because it automatically removes the machines which are not being used, or the we as per like if we set average CPU utilization comes down below 40, then remove the machines one by one. Yeah. So need to perform manual tasks for addition, deletion of machines. Then in this we have automation, like it automatically add and remove the machines. So you can see the we got a solution for different problems. These are not a complete list of solution problems. There can be more problems in this, but in this video I'm covering these problems and mentioned the solution for these problems. So what goal we achieved in this is, like we are optimizing the cost, like the machines which are not being used, that are getting deleted automatically. So we are not being charged for the resources which are being underutilized. So meeting the capacity needs. So as per the requirements of capacity, the traffic goes high or low, we are meeting those demands. And there is no downtime in this. It's getting all automatic, and there's no resources not getting down or unavailable. So there is no downtime in this. And the very important concept, like automation in its infrastructure. So all these things are getting automatically added, deleted, and everything is done automatically. So I hope you understand what exactly we want to achieve and what were the problems and how solutions are being implemented into it. So this is the high level diagram. We will add auto scaling group in this. This is the auto scaling group, and we will it automatically adds the instances as per the requirement, as per like CPI utilization goes high or low. And we can also keep desired capacity, minimum capacity, and maximum capacity in the auto scaling group. But also in case we want everything to be automated, like if the utilization goes very high, then as per our scale in policy, uh, scale in and scale out policy, it goes the number of machines gets added and gets removed as well. So that can be achieved by using scale and scale in policies. So, and in front of this auto scaling group, we will configure a network load balancer, because we are going to share the load, share the network traffic among these different machines. So as per our requirement, if the machines are getting removed, automatically the resources from this network load balancer will be removed, and the traffic will not be sent to those machines or to those resources. And automatically, if machines are getting added, then automatically this will be added into the network load balancer, and load will be shared among those machines. So this is a typical use case in case we have where we have a web layer, and behind there can be application layer or database layer. But in this practical, we are demonstrating how we are going to achieve automation in a web layer. I hope you understand the concept. So let's move forward, and then we can cover all these things. I'll show you practically.